The following program is intended for mature audiences.
What the hell are you even doing here?
What? You tell me.
Is this about the Slidini knot? Because I've told you 1,000 times.
When you visited me in prison?
When I visited you in prison. I didn't do it on purpose, Mom.
Charlie, it doesn't matter. It was fate, meant to be. If you did it or not, it is what it is.
I don't believe in fate.
Well, you better fucking start.
Why? Because of my vision? About my wife?
Linda, right? She seems so nice. She's my kind of gal. I wish I had known. But no, Charlie, this is not a vision. This is a premonition.
Gotcha.
How's that?
Remember that premonition we shared?
Like it was yesterday.
Silly and I were kidnapped. Auntie wasn't killed.
Well, maybe that wasn't the point.
Wait, what the fuck does that mean?
Maybe it had something else in mind.
What is it?
Fate, stupid.
I told you I don't believe in fate.
Then what do you believe in, Charlie?
Great question.
Wow. You better find an answer before your goddamn seminar in the morning. Right? You want a bump? Not you.
Jesus.
Relax, kid. The question is not, is there a higher power? The question is, why is the higher power such an asshole?
Welcome.
This dude is out of his fucking mind, man. This David Koresh character. I've heard of this fucking Momo before.
ATF, you boys are wrong. And if there's any question whatsoever that kids or women are involved, damn you, I tell you what, you keep your damn gun in your holster.
I'm watching this Waco deal on Netflix. Bro, if I gotta hear the God word one more time. What a fucking asshole. I don't know if there's anything I've ever come across in my life that I would really do this for. I really don't. I know there's things you could say where you got a fucking deal tattooed on your arm. Isn't that like the same thing?
But what we at Channel 7 are wondering, what kind of sick fuck would steal 4 dead bodies anyway?
Yeah, but not really, though. Somebody's like, yo, if you get it, I'll pay for it. That's different. I didn't walk in there and go, ink me up, Scotty. You know? That wasn't... If it was up to me, I would have got something else. I know I could have not also got it, but... You only live once, I guess. Fucking horrible tattoo. Fucking hate it. Every time I look at it, I'm reminded of, you know, what a fucking jerked off thing it is to have on my body. And it doesn't fit the rest of the ink that I got. I mean, the only thing that's really keeping me in this show are these people.
After all that, I decided not to give you the response you
The fucking dude from Boardwalk Empire, the cop from Boardwalk Empire is in this.
I'm sorry. If we could just... That's it! Oh, you don't like it, huh? I warned you to stop. You hear that, Phil? He warned us.
Oh, easy. You'll settle down, George. Now, George, be reasonable. Relax. Huh? I am relaxed.
The Black Ops dude from Billions.
A smart woman once said, "You can no more win a war than an earthquake."
Ruth from fucking Ozark is in this.
This is crazy. I don't know shit about fuck.
That lady from the fucking Ghost Whisperers in this.
And the principles that you apply to...
You know, and there's another dude in here too that I don't know where the fuck I know him from. But I was seeing him in a bunch of shit too. He's pretty good. I like him also. But I mean, these guys fucking sell this shit, dude.
So what's your plan, then?
I mean, this is wild. They're on like day 18 right now.
Wants to start implementing psyops to get them out.
I mean, this is all based off a true story. I actually recognize I won't say which one because I don't want to rat out who used it, but I recognize the quote.
You got to argue with me, you catch me on the side of the road somewhere, you come and argue with me. You come point guns in the direction of my wives and my kids, I'll meet you at the door any time. And I'm sorry some of you guys got shot. But, hey, God will have to sort that out, won't he?
From this dude, where he said, "I'm sorry for you guys that got shot, but God will have to sort that out, won't he?"
And you're going to attempt to drive him crazy with psychological pressure in hopes that somehow that will suddenly make him more reasonable.
But this dude is heavy in the game right now.
You've been requesting an open flow.
The negotiator makes a good point, bro. Boardwalk Empire makes a good point, which is, for some reason, all these people
My commander, David, I spoke
who claim that God speaks to them, they all fuck underage girls. Every one of them.
David, I'm going to try something here.
So I got to thinking, I wonder if that is any influence from the old Greek culture. If they think, or Romans, because that's what those people did, if they think that's what they're supposed to do. Because, you know, these people are the ones that push this religion, so they think that's the way they're supposed to do it. I mean, it could be misunderstanding the Bible. I mean, I don't know. I don't care. I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything in my life that I would go that deep for. Nothing. Listen to one guy and you fuck my wife?
You fuck my wife.
What?
You fuck my wife. Just tell me.
You fuck my wife, you're banging 14-year-old girls, and you're preaching about God, and I'm supposed to co-sign all that? Fuck you, dude. No fucking way. Not happening. Of course, here I am on this fucking phone again. I don't know how many more episodes are left in this thing. Maybe I'll finish watching it, and then I'll talk about it. I mean, I really don't need to. This theoretically will come out on July 4th. So, happy fucking birthday, America. If you could believe that. At that point, I think I'll be 36. I don't even know. I don't even know how old I'm gonna be. Cares. Doesn't matter. We gotta look up how long can you live with a gunshot in your stomach. Cause this fucking dude's going on 20 days and he's still not dead. I know you can live a long time. I mean, if Reservoir Dogs taught me anything, it's that it's the most painful way to die.
I'll take care of the check. You guys can get the tip. Should be about $1 a piece. And you, when I come back, I want my book.
Sorry, it's my book now.
Hey, I changed my mind. Shoot this piece of shit, will you?
The FBI has no comment at this time.
These guys are cunts. They started this whole thing. Now I'm not at all defending this fucking psychopathic, child molesting scumbag piece of shit. Because he deserves to rot in hell. But the ATF shows up. They shoot a couple of dogs, which makes their own people think that they were getting shot at, and then everybody starts shooting at each other. That's how this happens. You ever walk around your house and you hear somebody on the TV say how you doing, then you immediately have to impersonate Wendy Williams?
How you doing?
No, just me. I'm the only one. It's the dumbest shit, dude. How you doing? It's the dumbest shit, bro. It cracks me up every time. Every time. Hilarious. You know why? Because it's fucking stupid. And while we're on the topic of stupid, let me just say, I shared a gimmick on my Instagram yesterday, the day before, whatever fucking day it was, who can remember? And it was about, if you laugh at your own jokes, basically, that you're slow. And then my brother put, then I'm a sloth. Like, that's the whole deal to what this podcast is. I wonder how long, what month am I gonna be in when I hit episode 100? How long am I gonna do this for? Is this the real guy? Where'd I put the remote? Oh, it's in my pocket. Was he gonna kill himself? Bro, these cops are cunts, Connor. They're playing feedback. Bro, it's crazy. What? Oh, fuck you. I'm not listening to that. You can eat my ass. Gunfire, guitar feedback, animals screeching. Fuck you, dude. Look, it's still going. Nope, no thanks. I don't need to be tortured. It's amazing what the fucking human mind can endure, what these people are going through. Look at this fucking psycho. I just want to break his fucking head open, dude. All the other people, I mean, how much do you put on this guy? Day 25, they're still going. They're still going.
They keep going and going.
Stop the bunny, please.
And going and going.
This is bananas. Where the fuck do I know you from? You're Boardwalk Empire too. Never mind. He was brothers with the cop, I think. Or no, he was Nookie's brother, I think.
Go to church this morning?
I had to. I'm a knight now.
How you manage that?
It helps to lose an awful lot of money.
They don't make you confess or anything?
That's for the people in steerage.
I did 16 months. Handed in the badge. Missed my kids growing up. Haven't I taken my licks?
You're back home. You have a job. Under the circumstances, I say you've made out pretty well.
I can't survive this way. Loading trucks, riding shotgun for $30 a day, taking shit from Doyle.
That's what this is about, huh? Your wife begs me to come, your children smile and curtsy, and you and I wind up out here.
You're the one who wanted to drink.
And you're the one who wasn't drinking.
Do you have to, Nucky? Do you really have to?
You think I'm bottomless, don't you? Just keep reaching in there. And no matter what you do, it's all right. No matter what. You sit down with my enemies. You make choices you can't ever take back. And still, you call yourself my brother. Don't you know how that hurts me? You must be kidding.
Take it, go on. Pick it up. Put a bullet in me. Get it over with. Because I know you will. Sooner or later. And I'm sick of waiting for it.
Why does it always need to be such a melodrama with you?
He was Atlantic City police officer. This dude was, who's playing in this show for the HTF, whatever the fuck it is. What do you want? I gave you your thing already. What do you want? Huh? You got potty? You got potty? You got potty, Stank? Yeah? Oof. Yeah. Alright. I'll take you out. Come on. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What are you doing with your head? A fucking exorcist dog. Your mother sucks cocks in hell, right? Right? Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Big fucking doggy dicks, yo. Big fucking doggy dicks.
Perfect.
We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible.
USA, round 2. Fight!
Back for round 2.
Well, can't make no goddamn money.
I hate doing this on the phone, but I'm going to do it because I said some shit in the last one, and I feel like I need to back up my statements here. I was thinking a lot about what I said, right? And obviously there's a hate for cunty fucking people. But the bigger beef I think I have with this is, and this is gonna sound wild coming from me, but it's the exploitation of the fucking gay culture. That shit. No, well, I'll get to that, but a big part of it is alright, we're gonna write a whole storyline of a lesbian love affair, right? And then all we're gonna do to promote our fucking show, because we know it's dog shit, is we're gonna post makeout scenes up on YouTube because we want to think that we're Cruel Intentions. That's what we want to do. That shit bothers me, dude. Now I'm the fucking first one. I'm the first one to openly admit that I got my own fucking beefs and grudges, but I don't appreciate that shit at all. Like, if you're gonna do it right. And the sad part is that the second lap of this fucking show, no pun intended, is that there's an interesting dynamic here that is happening. Where this burn notice guy walks into some fucking guru retreat, right? And this dude is a bullshitter. This dude, the burn notice guy, is a bullshitter, and this guru guy is a bullshitter, right? They both make up stories to fuck people out of their money.
But one just, got hit on the head and now
actually sees shit.
Yeah.
But they did a flashback, which I think there's a story here. I said it in the first place, and I'll say it again. There was a good story here that they could have ran with, but they got too fucking caught up in the bullshit details of trying to catch views, bro. I got news for you. This is gonna shock a lot of you, but I am not a lesbian or a gay man. Right? But gay people don't even watch gay programs because they say this shit is too cookie cutter for them. They can't get into it because they know what it is. I don't know if it's see, now this will probably really get me in trouble because I was gonna say I don't know how many black people actually watch BET, but that's like a different thing. I have to ask more questions, do some more research before I can say something like that. But I mean, at least I don't know. I'm not black either. I know, shocker again. Your heart can't handle what I'm doing to you right now.
The lower half is.
But seriously, dude, this guy is the guru is a bullshitter, right? And the burn notice, psychic, tarot card reading asshole figures out that how this guy does his thing, which is what they all do, background checks, right? They leave their phones and all their personal shit in lockers. Ooh, you heard that?
That was metal.
Yeah,
Fucking.
shaking in our apartment.
Like, we got nothing metal.
Bro, we're all gonna die. It's just gonna happen. This place is gonna
It's
come.
like somebody had a bunch of silverware.
Yeah.
On the fucking window.
We don't have good china in this house. That shit went out in the fucking 90s, dude. People don't have hutches with china in it anymore.
No, we had a hutch at our old house.
Yeah, but we didn't have dishes and shit in it. Like,
It was just sitting in our fucking shed.
That's how you know you're a boomer for real. If you got what you refer to as the good china in your fucking living room that you only take out on holidays. And God forbid you actually scratch the fucking plate when you're eating off it, even though that's what it was made for.
Just you mention it, I got that feeling in my ear.
Yeah, I can't. It makes my hands.
You did it yesterday.
I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not.
Because I can hear the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It makes my hands feel like I got something crawling on them.
It must be a psychosis.
No, I think it's because of the high pitched enough noise that it probably reaches a certain frequency in our ears that we're not.
Yeah, but some people can.
We probably watch this. This probably goes back to some caveman shit. That when we hear a noise like that, we associate it with some kind of a fucking crazy animal that we used to have to run away from back when we lived in fucking caves. It's the same reason why people like I fucking hate mice, dude. I can't. I'm a bitch. I'll fucking jump up on the furniture like a Tom and Jerry cartoon, bro. I don't. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm scared. I don't like them things that beady fucking eyes. Crawling all over the place. Fuck that. But also,
thank God we had our bed up on a
dude, I'll kill them all. I'll kill them all. I'm like.
You thought that I was weird because I sleep with panties on because I was,
All right, well.
Fear of bugs or.
Excuse me for never living in. We had roaches.
I had roaches too.
What I was saying is, I lived in a place that had roaches. When we lived in.
That you could smoke, right?
When we lived in Lacey, there were squirrels in the fucking walls. I'm not making this up. This is a true story. There were squirrels that would get in through the roof and they would run around in the walls. You don't know what terror is, bro, until you hear squirrels running around the walls in the middle of the night, scratching, and you're just waiting to wake up one day and see one of these furry fucking demons just sitting on your chest waiting to eat your fucking eyeballs out.
Or
gross.
Just cleaning your teeth.
Ugh, dude, they are so nasty. If you want to hear something funny, when we lived in the old house, we had a deck that had a screen in it, which was not screened in properly because the landlord is a cheap cunt. Fuck that guy. It is what it is. And I don't care if anybody in his family is listening. You know just as well as I do that as soon as that motherfucker kicked the bucket, you guys had a party all the way to the bank and you didn't give a fuck about that man. So I don't want to hear it.
When you guys should have gave it back.
But anyway, there was a squirrel that ate through the screen, and it was sitting inside the deck.
Spider-Man
And it was Spider-Man looking at me.
Spider-Mouse.
And I went out there, dude, and I can't sit on the deck if I know that. And look, I'm fully aware there are trees everywhere outside. There are squirrels climb trees. These things happen. But when it crosses the boundary between that small screen and our deck, it's on. You're in my territory now, bitch. A couple inches the other way, and you go on and live your life however you want to live it. When you cross over into our territory, I got a little something for you. So I was trying to figure out how to get rid of this motherfucker, because I'm not going to take the chance of it biting me getting rabies, and then I go out like a fucking zombo and they're going to put me down in the back of the woods somewhere. That's not for me. So what I did, my first thought was, let me grab a broom and I'll try to whack this thing, right? But then immediately, squirrels jump. The chances of this thing jumping off of the screen onto the broom handle and then off of the broom and onto my face are highly probable. So that's not a good idea. So what I think I should do is I'll go into the house and I'll get my icebreakers and I'll fling it at him and I'll hit this cocksucker in the head. I don't have a good aim, but let me tell you something, dude. This was a money shot. Perfect. I did the little, where you do the dry run like 2 times where you go to aim it and try to line it up.
You did it like a frisbee.
Yeah, you threw it right like a frisbee and I whacked that cocksucker right up the side of his head. That motherfucker freaked out, bro. He didn't know what to do. He was too busy staring at me, trying to stare me down. When he got whacked, he fucking did like 8 circles and then chewed a different hole through the screen just to get out because he thought it was over for him. What the fuck was that? Like,
that was hard. And it was empty too. But you heard that shit go. And you could hear that squirrel's nails go.
Oh, it's the grossest thing, dude. It's the grossest thing. And I have chased raccoons off of our deck with my fucking cane.
You think that squirrels don't have facial expression.
But they do.
But, you know.
They might not have, yeah.
And then when you hit him, he's like, oh shit!
Yeah, they might not have eyebrows, but you can see how big their fucking eyes can get when you hit him in the head with some shit, dude. He wasn't ready for that.
He got CTE.
Yeah, the motherfucker is dead somewhere. He's hanging out with Will Smith in a fucking tree hole someplace.
When a man is a soldier, he knows what is at risk. He may be injured or even killed. But when a man is a football player, he knows he may break his arm or his leg. He does not know that he can lose his mind, his family, his money, his life.
Yeah.
You know, remember, he was like, oh, you know, feed the animals. No, motherfucker, this is why we, you know, have overactive mice.
Mice, skunks, raccoons, possums.
We had skunk families living underneath. We had skunks, raccoons, and possums try to fucking, you know, enter our house because this is gonna be more work.
What is?
If I make individual sleeves for these, so they don't fray.
So why don't you just draw out the bigger pattern that you needed for the faces? You could at least do that.
Yeah. And where's your pattern?
But now I forgot where the fuck I was at. But this dude figures out that these people put their shit in a locker, right? And then they go and they do their meditation deals, and they go into their tents for a silent retreat for the night so they can contemplate on what the universe is telling them. Fucking boo. But these people, I guess, don't realize they tell you to leave all your shit behind. They tell you to leave all your shit behind. You take off all your clothes. They give you some kind of a white robe, right? And the idea behind this is you shed all of your worldly possessions so you could become one with nature. But really what they're doing is they're trying to just strip you of your identity. Not only that, but they want you to leave your cell phone behind also. And what they don't tell you is that these lockers have combinations on them that you can set a passcode, which you think would be fine. But I'm sure that there's some kind of an override manual that they use. So then while all these people are sleeping in their silent retreat, these people go into the lockers and they read their cell phone text messages, their call history, they do background checks on them. And that's how because this guy supposedly talks to the dead and receives messages from people. This is how he's getting his information. So the burn notice dude is calling this guy out right now. They're both bullshitters. I mean, this would have been...
Well, they were.
Yeah, they were bullshitters. The burn notice guy is somewhat for real, even though he's still...
skeptic.
Yeah, but, I mean, this would have been... I think this would have been a better thing for them to do instead of trying to go the Gypsy Soprano route. And, you know, we're talking underage arranged marriages to keep the family running, money laundering, credit card and phone scams, like you name it, bullshit fortune tellings, $500 candles for a successive future. Like, I'm watching all this shit, dude, and all I can think about is my mom right now, because that dunce she believes in all this shit. She calls psychics on the radio.
Could you tell me what type of direction is my life headed into?
Last 4 nights, your feelings have been hurt, so you've been up all night.
Yes.
You haven't been, and this is around a relationship.
Oh, talk about it.
Okay? Don't make me take you to church, young man.
Thinking that these people are actually for real, not realizing that they probably got a dude in the radio doing the background of where they're calling from and figuring out who they are and all that bullshit.
Like, hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. You know, they do a Google search, you know,
And since we're on the subject of talking about all this fucking magical nonsense, Sylvia Brown is another one.
My grandmother really believed her.
Remember, there was a therapist over in Ocean Mental Health who had one of her books.
Had a bunch of her books.
Said that she believed it, but she was like,
They couldn't practice it. You know, she thought that, you know, they should practice, you know, I forgot what term she used it, but for people, because she's like, when medicine doesn't work, you know, we gotta look into what's the cause.
Spiritual healing or some shit like that.
She's like, well, then maybe, you know, people are actually seeing, you know, through the veil.
What do you think happens? I mean, you communicate with dead people, right?
Yeah, I do. Sure, I do.
You okay?
Yeah. Well, my ear thing is goofy, but that's all right.
We'll fix it. You communicate with dead people.
Yes.
You do psychic readings.
Yes.
You work with the police on murders investigations.
Yes, and I'm on Learning Annex tour.
You toured Learning Annexes all over.
Right.
What is this gift, and why do you have it and he don't?
I don't know. I guess I'm just, I was going to say unlucky.
You don't like it, do you?
Oh, I do. Most of the time when I help people, I do, Larry. But yeah, see, I do come from 300 years. I mean, this is absolutely valid. 300 years of psychics. Everybody in my family, from my mother's side, was a working psychic.
But what is this ESP? Is this what is psychic?
I don't know what it is. I believe that it comes from God. I think I'm nothing more than a tool by which energy or this thought processes come in.
You can't tell anybody about this, and if you do, I'll just deny it. Because if they find out that I actually believe in some of this shit, I'll get fired and get stripped of my license, because apparently you're not allowed to believe in any of that stuff, which I find...
believe in God.
Yeah, that's the one thing that never made sense to me. And look, I know most of these people are bullshit, but I do believe that there are people who can maybe see things and hear shit that they can't explain. Now, there's a big difference between saying that you're fucking Aunt Barbara and, you know, your fucking dead grandfather from 80 years ago is talking to you from the Gettysburg Address, telling you shit. Like, if that was the case, bro, you would get the winning lottery numbers and you would fuck off into the darkness someplace. You wouldn't waste your time swindling all these people out of this shit. But I've also had people at the Seaside Boardwalk try to stop me and tell me that I had a fucking real darkness.
Who are you talking to right now? Who is it you think you see? Do you know how much I make a year? I mean, even if I told you, you wouldn't believe it. Do you know what would happen if I suddenly decided to stop going into work? A business big enough that it could be listed on the NASDAQ goes belly up. Disappears. It ceases to exist without me. No, you clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
You remember that shit?
The one that refused to read you?
Yeah, I freaked some fucking old gypsy lady out, bro. She was like, I've never seen anybody carry around the darkness like you have with you. Close her fucking shop door and everything. Cause I was like, dude.
She was yelling at me, to stay away from you.
Yeah.
Because of your darkness. And I'm like, bitch, it's my darkness. It's not his. Then you got that, shit makes he needs to be worried.
It's wild, man.
Fuck you, Charlie. And then her daughter. Remember, we went to her shop to see if we would get the same reaction.
Yeah.
She's no Reed, you no good, no good.
Yeah, I'm no good. Like, fuck you, dude.
No good Reed.
Like, bro, because I know all this is bullshit, that's why. You don't want somebody walking into your spot that knows that you're making it up.
Yeah, but remember, that older lady, she was in the middle of a read, and she came out, started yelling at you, unless she had like...
Maybe the older lady, see, that's the problem, is older people...
She was like 80-something.
Like, a lady like that, I can believe more, because she's closer to the other side.
But she did tell you to go to her crippled daughter.
Yeah. And she actually said that. Go to my crippled daughter, because there is no PC culture in old families, dude. If you're crippled, you're crippled. It's just what they're going to say that it is. I just said this before I went and grabbed my phone. If this guy's wife starts fucking this doctor, I'm gonna Elvis this TV right now. Wait for it. They finally had a half-decent storyline going, and they're gonna fuck it up because they need more hot box action. Oh, god damn it. Bro, this angle is stale as fuck, dude. So she just kissed the doctor. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. I'm just looking to stick my... Yeah.
Oh, shit. You called that?
I should go.
Well, at least somebody has some goddamn sense in this fucking show. Idiot. Well, I was just starting to come around on this lady, too. She's been bothering me the entire show because of how much of a piece of shit she is. And get mad, I don't care. Save your fucking hate mail, dude. I don't give a fuck. It's wild. Like, dude, you fucked up. You've been supposedly carrying around guilt the entire time, and yet you can't stop yourself. Like, instead of bracelets, like Johnny Depp wears in his 50s, she wants a fucking set of thighs to wear his earmuffs, dude. It's wild. All because supposedly she's not happy with her husband because he's fucking up on the con jobs that he's doing. So that's supposed to make us go like, okay, yeah, we get it. Now her son is fucking this girl, right? Or maybe not.
What are you doing? I'm just getting a few licks before sunrise.
Where'd this come from?
What's the hurry?
I mean...
For just my general well-being.
He was hitting a speed bag.
Okay. Honey, I know. You might be worried about Maggie's influence, but...
I don't know what the fuck are those pants that he's wearing. But that's some wild shit, dude. That would be like if MC Hammer, the yoga instructor, and they made pants that only came up to your fucking cankles. All I've been thinking about is the fucking doctors, man. Like, I really should be calling other doctors and seeing if I could get my medicine. Well, just in general. This is because the somas have been giving me a fucking headache. So it's actually hitting this feedback. That actually makes sense because you can hear some shit going on in the outside world and it incorporates into your dream. This is fucking crazy. But basically what is happening now is that lady who is running the guru business has recruited him to start doing the same shit, and she talks to him in his earpiece, and then you know, he quote unquote predicts things or knows things, however you would put it. And I know I should be watching this and then commenting on it later, but because this is just so in and out, I don't really care much for it.
That's what the fake news says.
You are fake news.
If I want my prick gold, I'll do it myself.
By the way, the corner store running away from us has masks now. Yesterday, this cocksucker said to Jen, like, dude, make me masks. You give it to me for free? She's like, no. Like, don't get me wrong, dude. You know, and I helped a little bit, but I helped make them for a few of the neighbors. You know, her mom, the kids, fucking my brother, but we gotta make it bigger because he's got a bigger face than me.
Well, and also he has a beard.
Yeah, he's got a...
people that have beards.
Yeah, but who would think of that? You wouldn't think that a beard would add to your face length.
No, it should be obvious.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm not a... I don't know, I know the business end of shit, like I can...
The art arrived. The art arrived.
Where? Oh yeah, for anybody that is keeping... So what did she say?
I don't know, she just said... You know,
Did she open it? Who says that? Who says, oh, by the way, I just got it, but I'm not going to tell you if I opened it.
I didn't go into it because I was taking a picture for my ink.
Well, we got to find out when you're done taking a picture. For those of you that are keeping score, if you listen to the show or follow me on Instagram at Laughing Birds Pod, on Twitter at Laughing Birds, the YouTube Jack-O-One Trade, or Laughing at Birds Podcast, which is a YouTube channel that I have to update, which I'll be doing over the next couple of days. I just haven't gotten around to it because I'm lazy, honestly, and I've pumped out a gang of content. We're sitting on, this is episode, I think, 78 or 79 right now. What, she said no?
I know.
Look, give me it.
Just because she
Give me
said
it.
it looks great.
Okay,
She said, thank you, Jen. Your art arrived today. It looks great.
alright, I mean, what is she supposed to say?
Yo, I know that does not look great.
If you're not-
Unless you're doing it far away, then...
If you're not confident with it, you can always say, like, you know, the paint, because I had to redo it, the paint looks a little choppy.
I told her that it would be chunky.
Yeah, but the artwork is up on the page. You could check it out.
That's because I didn't have any,
How many days ago did we send it? 3-4 days ago? Yeah. We walked up to the UPS store and mailed it out to Florida so that she could get it, and she just sent Jen a text saying that she received it. So, I mean, that's done. It's a full portrait. So you can see on the Instagram, I took a picture of the original rough draft sketch, which was a tiny little face. And then throughout the rest of the pictures, there's the bigger draft, and then it gets into the pencil sketch, and it goes from the pencil sketch to the pen to the finished paint. Well, the paint draft also, which was gray wash. Then the color is added in. Then at the end, there's a picture of the actual person that she did, and that was a tribute to, or not tribute, a portrait of that guy. Originally, she said it was for her, and then we found out later that she wanted to give it to this kid's parents. And, you know, she was all over the place with what she wanted. So we don't know if they had anything to do with it. Is she keeping it? Is she giving it away? We don't know. Maybe she's throwing it in the garbage. Who fucking knows? Either way, it doesn't matter. Just that, you know, it's done. And not like the Instagram really helps to sell anything. Because it doesn't. I mean, people don't give a fuck. Her artwork did better when the channel was just strictly artwork before I started adding podcast clips to it. Then everything is slowed down, so it doesn't really get the amount of hits and shit that it did before, but I mean, that's fine. It doesn't matter. People, anybody that comes across it can see that there's shit there that is well done. And if they don't...
Maybe.
Look,
Not joking.
yeah, but yeah, the dude over at the corner store asked her to do masks for him, wanted them for free. We were like, fuck that. Like, you know, we'll help people we know, but we don't walk into your store, take whatever we want, and walk out with it for free, so why should we give you something for fucking free? And besides, you already have masks.
Business bad? Fuck you, pay me. Oh, you had a fire? Fuck you, pay me. Place got hit by lightning, huh? Fuck you, pay me.
It's different if, you know, if he wasn't a douchebag, sexually harassed and everything with a fucking vagina that walked into his goddamn store.
Oh, because he sexually harasses me all the time.
Yeah, but then when we went in there today, not only do they have new masks, but they're also selling them individually for $7 a clip. It looks like they went to the store, they bought a box of painter masks, and wrapped them up individually.
Or somebody that, you know, messes with oil paints.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll have that for the acetone.
So now they're selling them for $7 a clip. So he doesn't need them anymore. But I mean, it doesn't matter. He wasn't getting them for free. Fuck that shit. The fuck does this look like? She's putting hours into making these goddamn things, and it's not even crazy. People are charging a ridiculous amount of money to make these fabric masks and selling them.
For only one layer, I've seen somebody selling them for $8 to $10.
Yeah, she's putting them out for $5 each just because fabric costs money. I actually ordered some from Walmart, but I'm not using that website anymore. I put the order in. It was supposed to be here last week. Terminator timeline is the 28th. Okay, so it was supposed to be here on the 20th. Still no fucking package. I look it up, UPS, they're saying it's delayed with no other information. Meanwhile, and I understand there's a pandemic happening, but people are getting deliveries from FedEx, Walmart, Amazon all day to these apartment complexes. So I wind up calling yesterday and I canceled the fucking shipment, and they only gave me back $20 of the $38 I fucking spent. So I have to call them later today when I'm finished with this and figure out why did I get fucked for $10. So not only do you want to force me into giving up my information because I don't have a choice to opt out because I don't live in California, but then you're gonna fuck me on my refund and not give me the shit that I paid for. By the time the fabric and all that shit were to come in from the store, she wouldn't need it anymore. I don't know where we're gonna go to.
About, like,
almost $40.
no, though, it's like about 50.
No, it would have been 52, but then
shipping.
because of free shipping, $8 got dropped off of it. What they don't tell you until after you already paid for
They
it,
lie to you. First they tell you, oh, it's gonna
be overnight shipping. Then they tell you when you go to check out, overnight shipping would cost an extra $20 added to the already $40 that you have to spend to get free shipping. But not only that, but they also Walmart doesn't keep any of this inventory. They actually are just a front selling for other companies. So right off the bat, you're going through a third party.
I thought I was getting all my shit all together.
Yeah,
in
no,
one
it's
package.
3 separate
Yeah.
fucking shipping dates that you get. And then they send me...
And you would think that then they would have a fucking better variety.
Yeah,
you
no, they
know,
had shit.
Because they had, normal shit fabric,
Terrible. I'm
Yeah,
actually...
shitty designs.
I'm pretty mad
But
that...
that's because everybody else brought out the really good ones.
I'm pretty mad that we spend not even it's not about the amount of money, because I know fabric is expensive. It's the fact that
You can get good, fabric for cheap.
is that we spent all that time and the money that we did spend, and we don't know what it's gonna be like when it gets here.
Mhm.
It's not like you can touch it online. You have to know exactly what you're going for, and even then they could fuck up and send the wrong shit.
I was looking at the thread.
So I mean, I don't know. We gotta find a better way to do this. We gotta step up our game here. I'm going to eventually. I know I need to replace the computer, but before I do that, even though I know I need to, more importantly, I need to get a printer so that I'll be able to design merch and shit for the podcast, because it'll be able to fuse the two things together, her designs and then the podcast, which is a cool thing to do, I think. And also, she needs an updated fucking sewing machine. She's needed one for years.
Well, I just need this fixed.
Every time I tried to buy one in the past, she was like, no, I'll
It's
keep...
still the works, It's
Yeah, but
finicky,
it's slow. It's very slow. Especially,
Well,
like,
now I'm like, oh my god, I'm not
We had-
used to going this slow.
I had a lady hit me up on Facebook that worked in a local grocery store, and she was like, dude, I need 13 masks done by 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. And she sent me a message at 5 p.m. the day before. So we literally only had a couple of hours to...
And she really wanted them.
She wanted them that
night.
day. Yeah, she was like, how many hours do you need? Can I pick them up tonight? Like, dude...
If I had a normal working machine, I would say in an hour.
Yeah, but this thing she stayed up until 3 in the morning putting these fucking things together. And I never heard back from her, so I don't know if everybody was happy with them or not. I doubt it. Because I'm sure if they were, they probably would have messaged me back and been like, more people that work here want them, but nobody did. So I'm assuming that didn't go over well, but... I mean, we're doing...
They're probably expecting those, the one with pleats in it.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, what do you want for only a couple of hours? And I asked this lady to get everybody's measurements, and she just sends back, I need masks for 4 girls and 6 boys. That's what you give me. Everybody's face structure is different. You can't just go... I know it's... A lot of people think, I guess when it comes to clothes, like, oh, a man and a woman's size are not that much different.
Yeah.
But especially with something like this, everybody is different.
I need to know how many more centimeters I need to take in, to fit, like, somebody that is in between yours and my size.
Yeah, because we were just going off of my face.
And mine.
And hers. And, that doesn't... Like, my brothers and one of our friends that live in here, their faces are a little bit bigger. Not by much, but enough to where, they couldn't really wear it and actually have it be protective. So she had to up the stencil a little bit. I mean, it's going through it. But I mean, 13 masks in a couple of hours. It's a lot to do. But I mean, we definitely gotta update this shit. I mean, especially because I know I already got a whole idea for a line of clothes that we could do. Because I thought what would be a cool thing to do is obviously we were going to have the podcast logo on some hoodies, maybe some t-shirts or whatever, but I also thought some of her artwork would look pretty dope on hoodies and shirts and shit because it's all original artwork. You know, it's not like we're stealing it from Disney or somebody else like that. And I only mention them because that's usually what people do is they jag other logos and just change a detail here or there and then that's it. You know, I've been to flea markets and shit and people are charging disgusting amounts for these things. I mean, I get it. In actuality, it probably costs, not including the paper that you need for the fucking printer and the ink and all that shit, it's probably about $30 to make a hoodie. And people flip it for $60 to get a $30 value, which I understand. The goal was originally to try to put them out for like $15 each, $20 each, but I don't know if it's gonna be possible to do it that cheap. If it's gonna cost a decent amount of money, I gotta at least make that back. Otherwise, what's the fucking point? You can't go in the red, but at the same time, I don't want to rip people off either. But we're a long way away from that. I'm not worried about it. And I know, I hear you. It's not like you have thousands of people that follow and listen and all that shit. What are you worried about this for? But that's because it's always about thinking about the next move. It's not about worrying about who's going to take it, but to have the ideas ready and all the bugs already worked out for when that time comes. And besides that, I can wear it my fucking self, dude. I'll be my own goddamn street team. I don't need anybody else to do that shit for me.
You tear it down, you build someone better. And your asshole father and your asshole boss who reminds you of your asshole father, they're all excuses. Sure, they make it hard, but mostly they make it easier for you to quit on yourself. And I'm not going to quit on you, Gavin. I'm not going to quit on any of you as long as you do the work. It's not my job to do the work for you, sorry. I'm here to keep you honest. You tell me, Gavin, are you ready to build someone better?
Are you ready to build someone better?
Are you going to build someone better? I am. Make me believe. I'm going to build someone better. Say it like you fucking mean it. I'm going to build someone better. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
And then he goes home and kills his wife and kids.
Seriously. That's the type of shit that I think that dude in England wants to do.
When I sweat, the earwig moves around too much.
Motivational shit. This is how all these things probably actually come together.
You must be cool for your wife.
Probably actually don't really go together.
Bad time for my wife to call me, and I need to call her back.
You want to lick?
No, I don't want to lick your lollipop.
Fucking rock star out there today.
The tip is worn down.
I don't understand why they didn't do shit like this from the beginning. I mean, I know you gotta find yourself in the show what you want to do, but I mean, come on, man. We already know she's gonna wind up fucking a doctor because these people are boring and predictable. Rather than just build the story out and actually put some work into it, let's just fucking continue to make affairs the highlight of what we're doing. And I just realized there's fucking music playing in this show I'm gonna have to cut out. Doug had a fucking live stream on his channel. Douglas B, if you're not familiar, go follow that and check out what he's doing over there. But I popped in last night and I think I made him a little uncomfortable. So I don't think I'm going to be doing that anymore. I tried to show up to be, to be supportive and shit.
Has he ever invited you to go and listen to one of his streams?
No, he just pops on and just does it. But that's why I think
Maybe he thinks that you're her being a stalker.
Well, yeah, I think that's kind of what threw him off, because when I popped in, the first thing he said was, "Sorry, I haven't called you. I'm shitty at calling people." Like, that's not why I'm here. If I would have opened up with that, I could understand, but I know because that's the first thing that you think of, you know, it set him off, and then he was like, "Oh, I gotta stop looking at the chat because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing."
I remember him saying that.
And I'm like, alright, this is a bad idea. I can't.
That's when I asked you if he's talking about you.
Yeah. So I can't pop in there. I would like to see the games and how they play out, especially because he's on the PS4.
You don't have a system like that.
Yeah, no. Well, that's the other thing, too. I would love to get at least a PS3, catch up on Call of Duty, you know, play the fucking other ones. All the games that I missed out on that I haven't played over the years, the Doom, all that shit. But we only got the Sega and the N64 in here. And the PlayStation 2, but that one really don't count. I mean, the Resident Evil is good.
I know, we have like...
And the Alien game, Kill All Humans or whatever it is, that one's not bad either, but... I mean, outside of that, I want to do some updated shit.
And then we have Grand Theft Auto for your PC.
Yeah, which I can't use anymore because the computer doesn't have a CD-ROM in it. Yours does, I know, but yours is much slower. So we need to update what we're...
It plays, you know, your Grand Theft Auto good.
It's alright, but I mean, it's slow. For a game like that, it needs a powerful processor. But I want to be able to play some updated games. Especially because it'll be like a whole new experience to be able to do. And the fact that we have Wi-Fi now, so if I wanted to stream it, I could. But it's not even about that. I just want to be able to enjoy doing it because it's been so long. Don't get me wrong, the classic games are the shit. I got GoldenEye, which I'm going to do a playthrough with that eventually. I'm going to try. I'm not going to... Look, it's not going to look pretty. It's not going to be nice. It's on a very old television. And I'll have to prop the laptop onto my nightstand and face it towards the television. The picture is going to look terrible. But it's giving you... Especially if you've never... If you were not around, maybe you weren't born yet, maybe you were fucking in prison, who knows what you were doing, but maybe you didn't get a chance to play these games or get the authentic experience. So, you know, one of the goals, and especially since we're sitting in quarantine, I mean, why not? Go have a trip down memory lane, give people the real retro experience. I would like to get NFL Blitz though for the 64. That would be fucking awesome because I love that game. But I got GoldenEye, I got Mario Kart, which I'm gonna do a playthrough of because I know I can get through the Flower Cup as the first one, or the Mushroom. I think is the first one.
Maybe.
Easiest one. But we'll do that. We'll do that. I mean, I wasn't trying to bite Doug's style either because he's playing games and then I just happen to start. I know a long time ago I tried to do the GTA, which nobody really gives a fuck about. I'm not focused on the numbers, man. I'm trying to entertain myself and possibly entertain you at the same time. That's all it is. I can't be worried about it. I hear a lot of talk lately about how people are saying that my podcast is a fucking failure because I don't have thousands and thousands of people. But you know what though, dude? I've said this before and I'll say it again. Some people don't respect the amount of time that it takes. Some people are lucky and they start some shit up and they blow up overnight and that's great for them. Most people don't. And it takes time, effort, and quality and content to go places and to do things. That's what, yeah, patience too. But that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, and that's what the point is. When am I gonna start doing this? I don't know. Maybe I'll start playing the game tonight. I don't think I'm going to live stream it though. Internet speeds are deplorable, but mine were shit even before all this stuff went bad. So
the apocalypse hit us for internet.
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna force it. Especially when I can just pre-record it through OBS, and then if I decide if I want to do commentary while I'm playing, I can do it. And if I decide that I don't want to, I can throw an old podcast, well, not an old podcast, I could throw an episode of the podcast in with the fucking video, and we could do that. So to give people that want to look at something while they listen, something to watch, even though I know a lot of people don't like to watch people play video games. I'm not sure what the fuck I'm gonna do yet. But just know that I'm working through different ideas. And if you happen to be listening to this dude, which I doubt, not that I'm not saying that to be a dick or to be rude in any way. I know you got a life, you got a job, you got your own hobbies and interests. You don't need to listen to me ramble on halfway across the country, but it was not my intention to run into your stream and fuck up what it is you were doing. I was just trying to check out what you were doing. And besides that, dude, it's a nice change of pace to be able to listen to somebody else talk for a while, because I've been recording and editing so much lately. All I've done is listen to me talk about shit that doesn't fucking matter, and it gets old very fast. But look at that, dude. This is already a half hour by itself. Combined with the other shit that I was doing, there's no way this isn't up to an hour already. It has to be. By the time this comes out, maybe it'll be backed by a video game. Maybe it won't. But if you do want to see a little bit of old school gameplay, I'll post up on the social medias what games I got, and you can let me know if there's one you want to see. But I know I definitely want to start with Mario Kart, GoldenEye, and I have Doom as well. Terminator Timeline. It's April 21st, 6:50 p.m., 2020. I'll be at the dock every day at noon. Still fucking up that line. But what are you gonna do? That's how I say it. That's how we do it. Next Saturday, Laughing at Birds podcast. Every Saturday. Check it out.